Clash Royale, Smash or Pass tier list, and we're including every card, okay? We're not excluding the males, we're not excluding buildings, we got dragons, we got skeletons, we got everything, okay? Because we're not a bigot. It's 2026. I'm all for inclusivity. Let's go. Skeletons! I gotta say, man, like it's gonna be a bit dry, so I'm not a big fan of this, but you know, when push comes to shove, I'd do it. So let's put it on D. Bomber though, Bomber's the exact same thing, except you know he's got a little more gunpowder, a little more kick. But the thing that turns me off are the goggles. You know they're so thick. I'm not sure about Bomber. Let's do a D, okay? Let's do a D because him and skeletons are the same thing. Goblins. I'd say goblins are better than skeletons, but only like marginally, okay? Because like there's so many of them, and they're kind of handsy, you know. I mean, actually, that being handsy, I feel like that's a pro. You know what? Let's put them on C, okay? Spear goblins. I kind of like spear goblins more than the normal goblins. I feel like spear goblins are a bit more precise, accurate, you know, tactical. I like that, you know. I like that on a bet. So let's put them as better than goblins. Zap. Now this could be a controversial opinion, but Zap, there are many ways to utilize electricity on in the bedroom, okay? Like there's some contraptions out there, there's some tools out there. I'd say Zap could be a fun time, okay? So it's really exotic over here. It's really exotic, but I'd say it's oh, that's tough, man. Like doing this ranking on one dimension, that's hard. It's a B or C. Let's put him on a C, okay? Like I don't think I could put spells on a B, okay? Knight. Now Knight looks like a gentleman. He knows how to take care of you. Just look at that mustache. Look at that. Look at those eyes. Like whoa. Those are some eyes, man. Those are some dreamy blue. Are those eyes blue? I don't even know, man. Like okay, whatever. Let's put him on A. Okay, he's a gentleman. We all love gentlemen's, right? Ooh, now we got something here. Archers. Look at that. Look at that determined eyes. Okay, look at those eyes. Just, oh, she's like trying to shoot a target that's a billion miles away, and I'm gonna shoot my shot. You know, like if I see an archer on the streets, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Oh. And have you seen? I believe is there a Clash Royale? Okay, let me look this up. Have you guys seen this image? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that outfit, bro. Like, damn. Damn, I'd let her step on me. I'm not gonna lie, okay? So this is an obvious S tier right here, man. That's an obvious S tier. There's no argument, okay? There's no argument. Archers, the classic. You can never go wrong with the classic, the OG, right? Minions. Minions, I feel like they're kind of like flying goblins, and that's kind of it. Is flying kind of a plus? I wouldn't say so. You know, like what are you gonna do? You're gonna look up to them. Nothing happens from that, okay? Arrows is not going to be okay, let me put it here. Yeah, arrows is not going to be very useful in bed. It's an area damage kind of thing. It's you need to be into pain for arrows to be good, and I'm frankly not into that. Okay, I'm not into pain, so it's gotta be an F tier. Okay, it's gotta be an F tier. Cannon. Now cannon, okay, what can you do with a cannon? I don't know. You need a lot of gun oil. I feel like you need a lot of gun oil for lubrication. The diameter, you know, the diameter. I feel like I can't handle it. I don't. I just can't. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Okay, I'm not as big as a cannon, and so I've gotta say it's better than arrows. It's surely better than arrows. I'd say that. Again, Tesla. Many ways for you to utilize electricity for fun. It's a great invention, you know, Nikola Tesla. He really is a paragon of human intelligence, and so we gotta do this, okay? Like Tesla and Zap. Tesla actually has more like continuity than Zap. Zap is like boom, that's it, right? Tesla it could be like you know, like it's consistent. I like that. Let's put him on B, okay? Mortar's the same as cannon. I mean, like tactically, in a combat scenario, like it shoots up, gets a parabola, you know, but it doesn't matter in bed, right? Just put them at the same spot as cannon. It's around the same. Barbarians. Now barbarians. The thing is, you gotta be aware of the plural form. Okay, like back then in 2016, it was 4 guys. Now it's 5 guys. Okay, now we're going straight to 5 guys, straight in between them, and some people may be into that. I gotta consider that. Me though, I'm fine. I'm not particularly engaged or excited by 5 guys, but I see the attraction. I'd say a B tier. Okay, yeah, humans are better than machines. Okay, I'm gonna put it above the Tesla. Um, the allure of 5 muscular men surrounding you. I feel like actually maybe the barbarian hut. The barbarian hut could be better than barbarians, but we'll leave that discussion for later. Minions, minion horde. Okay, it's just the same thing but more. Okay, I'd say less is more. Okay, less is more. When you have like an army, it looks like just a flying swarm of mosquitoes at some point. So I'd say I'm not into that. Tombstone. Ooh, Tombstone. Tombstone's kind of a tough one. The thing with the tombstone is that you can't really get in the tombstone, right? The skeletons are tiny, the tombstone is tiny. You can't get in there and have fun. Um, I'd say it's got to be a D tier. I'd say a cannon's better. A cannon, you can make do with some gun oil. A tombstone, you cannot make do with anything. It's not good. Musketeer. Okay, musketeer. Come on, let's go. OG. I used to run 2.6 Hog Rider. Musketeer is a she's a surgeon, she just shoots everything that's on the air, shoots everything that's on the ground. I'm sure she would perform very well. Like she's got stamina, she's got some health, she's got the DPS, you gotta dish out the damage. And I think Musketeer can dish out the damage. I mean, there's nothing to say here, okay? I think we can reach a consensus on Musketeer, right? Valkyrie, like I'd say some, close-minded folks is like, oh, I like archers, I like musketeers, I like battle healers, I don't like the Valkyrie. You know why? Because they're misogynist. Okay, I believe in a strong woman when I see one. Okay, I believe in an independent person. Okay, I'm not gonna rank archers. I'm not gonna rank like glass cannons, healers, witches on S, and then put the Valkyrie on B or something. I'm not gonna do that. I'm a man for equality. Okay, Valkyrie S. Okay, we need some redheads up in here. Is it red? There's no thing as orange heads, right? So it doesn't matter. Hog Rider. Oh, I love Hog Rider. Hog Rider is amazing. I'd say, again, I mained 2.6. I still play Hog Rider now. I'd say Hog Rider would be fun. The only kind of weird thing would be the hog beneath him. Because, like, Hog Rider himself, he's, like, bigger than the hog, right? And the hog is, like, kind of experiencing asthma from running so fast, from jumping over rivers. I don't think you can join Hog Rider on the hog. If you like double team up on the hog, I think the hog would just die. Okay, so Hog Rider alone, without the hog, I put him on S. But due to practical reasons, if the Hog Rider hops out of the hog, and then you two do the deed, the hog is going to have to watch from the other side. Okay, I'm not a big fan of that. Okay, so I'll put him on B. Okay, I'd rather do it with a knight. Knight is better. Now Mini P.E.K.K.A. I'd say that's tough. Now the thing is, the new art makes him look kind of unhappy. He's like kind of like frowning a bit. Like the jaw kind of misaligned. But then again, now we're getting AI girlfriends, boyfriends, right? We've got like role playing LLMs. We've got Annie from Grok. That's I don't know how to comment on that. Would I rather have Annie or would I rather have Mini P.E.K.K.A? It's got to be Mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, Mini P.E.K.K.A all the way. But again, like robots, skeletons, they feel a bit dry. You need a lot of WD-40. Okay, so maybe here. Here's a good spot. Now Fireball. Again, this is not about pain. This is about life or death now. Okay, arrows, if they're like if they're toy arrows, okay, you could get by. You can't get a toy fireball, can you? Okay, like just a no go. Okay. Now, bomb tower. Again, it's just a bomber on a tower, but we need to think about the tower, okay? Like, if you're doing it above a tower, overlooking everybody else, is that a better experience? I wouldn't say better, because it's one-dimensional, right? But it's more varied, it's more unique, exotic. So I'd say, sure, man, sure, let's get up on a tower. Um, where do I rank it now? I'm going between C and D. Let's put him. Huh. Here. No, no, no. Here. Yeah, here's better. Okay. Goblin Hut. Now, Goblin Hut is a good time. It's a good time. You got to think of how the goblins spawn. Okay, in the game description, it hints at how the goblins were made from this hut, and I'd imagine it would be a good time to be in this hut and take part in producing the goblins. It's like it's exotic, it's weird, but come on, it's 2026. I'd say it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be. I would prefer to be in the Goblin Hut than between the barbarians. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather be with the Hog Rider though. Okay, so that's my verdict. A giant. Now, giants, it's dangerous, but dangerous things are exciting. They're thrilling. It's kind of erotic in a weird way. I'd say Giants is it's a pretty good card. Now, I would say now Giants. I would love a Giant. Okay, but the thing is, it's dangerous. Okay, sometimes I'm just not feeling adventurous today. Okay, so let's just put them between the five guys. I think I can take five guys. Better than I can take a giant. So let's just put him there. Let's just put him there, okay? Okay, we need, I think with the Giants, you really need to establish like a rule set, a safe word. So there's that. Wizard. Now, Wizard is a charismatic guy. Okay, he knows magic, but he can control it. It's not like the fireball, it's like hurling at you at, I don't know, like the speed of a rocket. Wizard is controlled, charismatic, his hair is amazing. Have you seen those like Clash Royale, Clash of Clans trailers? Wizard is hot, okay? I'd say he's comparable to Knight. He's the same as Knight, okay? But for the sake... Okay, I mistakenly clicked the wrong button. Okay, that's fine, okay. I'd say he's at the same level at Knight as Knight, but since Knight is like less... he's less annoying of a card than Wizard. So I guess I'll arbitrarily rank them like this. But I love the Wizard, okay, from an artistic, pleasure-oriented standpoint. Inferno Tower, again. What do you do against an Inferno Tower? Okay, like this is too much for me. This is way too kinky. I can't take it. I would rather do a Inferno Tower than a Fireball, okay? Rocket, again, okay, like, I'd say Rocket would be better than Fireball. Because Rocket would be a quicker end. Actually, now that I think of it, the Inferno Tower, like, that's a painful way to die, Like, it kind of tortures you a little before incinerating you. So maybe, like, Inferno Tower has to be F. I'm gonna say that. I guess the reason why I put the cannon before or above the Inferno Tower is that I don't know, I feel like a cannon could just not fire, right? Like it could just hold its ammunition. An Inferno Tower is a bit magical, it's harder to control. I guess that's why. That's why. Electric Pump. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, can it pump anything else other than Elixir? That's the question. Depending on that question, it's going to hugely affect the location of this building right here. I'd say, for the sake of argument, let's say it could do a variety of things, okay? It could pump many things. Again, now that we have AI girlfriends, boyfriends, ooh, I gotta put him above like F. Okay. Ugh. Oh. I'd say above Bomb Tower. Okay, for obvious reasons. Pump. It's a kinky name. Okay, come on. It's ooh. You think of Pump. Oh, you think of all the possibilities, all the fun activities you can do with it. Yeah, it's got to be above Bomb Tower, and that's the verdict. I'll leave the remaining things to your imagination. Now, the Barbarian Hut. Ooh, Barbarian Hut. It's gotta be between the Barbarians and the Goblin Hut again. Okay, I would love the Goblin Hut more, because I'm based off the instinct, since it's like reproduction, right? New organisms are from like two parents or whatever. At least I'd say goblins are. So I guess by that kind of logic, there'd be a woman or maybe female goblins in that Goblin Hut. And I'm straight, okay? Like, I've been talking about all this inclusivity, but I guess you could tell that I'm straight just from this tier list right here, okay? But a Barbarian Hut, okay? I don't think they're born there, okay? I don't think the barbarians were born there. So I'd say let's just leave it just below the Goblin Hut. It's a cozy place, okay? Doing it at home, it's always good, okay? It's always a safe bet, okay? Mirror. Mirror, you gotta be a narcissist. You gotta be a self-lover, okay? And I'd say it's like kind of like a pump kind of thing, where it's really due to preference. It's really open up to interpretation. But since there's nothing helping you out here, I'm gonna put him at the bottom of the D tier, because it kind of brings no value. Like, why would you want to look at yourself when you do it? I mean, isn't it better to look at somebody else? Isn't it better to look at something else rather than your own? Oh. Okay, okay. Let's just do rage spell now. Rage spell. it's medicinal. Okay, it helps with people who can't fully utilize the functions of their bodies. I'd say a rage spell. A rage spell is pretty functional. I'd say. Okay. Let's put him here. Okay, rage spell sounds like a fun time. I don't need it, but some do. Some people do, and we cannot remove that from the people. Okay, we gotta have the freedom of choice here. Rage spell, it's gonna help you out. Okay, it's gonna help you get upright. It's gonna help you be energetic. Okay, skeleton army. It's just the same thing as skeletons. I'd rather have 3 skeletons than a billion of them. Okay. Now, Goblin Barrel. The the question is whether you could get in the barrel with the goblins, okay, or is it the Goblin Barrel is hurled at you, and then it explodes on you. I'd say it's more fun to be in the barrel than outside of the barrel. It's gonna be similar to the Goblin Hut, except the goblins I don't believe were born there. So I mean, if I ranked goblins at C, and then I rank being trapped in a barrel with goblins at higher places, it does not bode well for my preferences and likings. So let's do it here. Okay, I'll give some points for the barrel, but not too much. We've got a lot to go, guys. Okay, dragon. I'm not doing dragons. Okay, it's kind of immoral. It's kind of illegal at this. It's a baby dragon too. Like, to make things worse, it's an animal, and it's a baby. Okay, I can't do it. I can't. This is immoral. You shouldn't do it. Okay, you really shouldn't. I mean, technically, we don't know the age of we don't know the age of consent for dragons. Okay, but well, let's just not get into that can of worms. Free spell. Free spell, you don't die from it, but no, if you the thing is you kind of shrink in the cold, right? It could be fun, but again, I don't see the value. I don't see the value apart from pure exoticism. So I'd put it on here. Oh, here, yeah. Now the witch. I'm gonna show you something about the witch, okay? This is a post about why the normal witch is bad. Okay, that's the question. That's the image attached. Now we got people talking about random stuff. Okay, I need her feet in my face. And worst of all, wow, those armpits. Wow. In The Wolf of Wall Street, the actor Leonardo DiCaprio talks about, oh, it's a new age, the girls, they have no hair below the eyebrow. And again, that's a horrible generalization. Okay, like, we're all different. That's again, there's some misogynistic kind of undertone to it. Okay, I'm not a fan of that. But then again, you look at this image and you say, oh, I get it now. I understand. The witch is goated. It's goated. Nothing more to be said. Okay, she could spawn servants to clean you up. She could spawn skeletons to help you out after the matter. It's gotta be an S tier. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, archers. Sometimes the witch is an OG as well, okay? The archers have got nothing on the witch. Nothing. We all love the witch. Prince, I like the prince, man. Like, I of course, who wouldn't want a knight in shining armor? But a prince in shining armor, that's gotta be better. He's got the, joust? Is that how you call it? The charging joust as well. It's a bit wieldy. It's a bit too big, but I'm sure in his arsenals he would have other tools to use other than the joust. Okay, but since, for the record, I'm straight, I'm gonna put him below the Valkyrie. Okay, but I like the prince. The prince, he seems like a good guy, a gentleman, and also, he's got that self-confidence. Okay, it's not just that kind of reserved kind of feel to him. Okay, he's charismatic, he's confident, attractive. Balloon, I feel like it's the same deal as the bomb tower, except you get more privacy, right? You wouldn't look up to a hot air balloon and say, oh, what's going on up there? And you pull out your binoculars and look at it. I wouldn't say you would do that. But what I would go on a balloon than be attached to a pump. So, this is a tough one. Here, I guess. Why not? Again, it's the setting. The setting is also important. Giant skeleton. It's just a worse giant, okay? It's just a worse giant. But then again, we all love exotic things. I don't know, though. The fact that he's a skeleton just makes it it's kind of a turnoff. He also has a gigantic bomb, but I guess you're not gonna tire him out anyways. He only drops the bomb when he's, like, all spent out, so, I guess I'll put him here. Now, lightning, again, okay? There's a thing called pain tolerance. There's a thing called human biology. Okay, a zap it's pretty nice. A Tesla could be pretty nice. I mean, a zap, Hassan is doing it to his dog, okay? It's no big deal. Lightning, though. Lightning, that's tough, okay? That's tough. Lightning it's gotta be... You're gonna die from a lightning, okay? But, from a pain standpoint, I think it's only gonna be better than the Inferno Tower, because... Okay, I shouldn't press any buttons ever, okay. Yeah, I'd say it's better than the Inferno Tower. It's a bit of a quicker death, but again, you're getting cooked as well, like literally. So yeah. Expo, when I returned to this game a year ago, Expo, it's my main deck. I don't want to admit it, but it is. So let me think. It's basically just kind of a worse hours, but I guess you could deactivate the Expo, and you could have your fun that way. But I don't see how it could be better than a cannon or mortar. So here you go, Expo. The range doesn't really do much, right? The range of the Expo in this context, it's not functional. P.E.K.K.A. Again, I'm straight, so the fact that P.E.K.K.A.'s a she gives me some points. The fact that she's gigantic, okay, boom! That's also a point. Okay, that's also something to consider. I'd say let's put him here. Put her here. Yeah. Glowing eyes, robot, huge hunk of armor. Gentle as a butterfly as well. What's there not to love? Golem gives me some Diddy vibes. I'm not gonna lie. Have you seen that image of Golem? This image of the Golem. It's not good. Okay. Again, I'm certainly aware that some people would be into that. Okay, I'm not. Okay, that gives me some creepy vibes over here. So, and then again, he's bone dry. There's no moisture. There's no fun. But I guess you wouldn't die from a golem encounter. But then again, I'm comparing the golem to dying. So here, I guess. Why not? Royal Giant. It's like a combination of a giant and knight, and you gotta love that. You gotta love that. Again, with giants, it's dangerous, okay? But I'd say he gives off a gentler vibe, okay? Maybe it's the beard, maybe it's the look, okay? But he's distinguished. Oh, he's a distinguished gentleman, and I would love that. I would love that. Three Musketeers, come on. One Musketeer's not. You got three of them, and they're different. They all have their own personalities. Have you seen like the Three Muskie fan arts? Look at this. Look at this. You've got the standard run. You've got the one who's determined again, just like the Musketeer, but with the bayonet. You've got some edge to her. Who doesn't love some edging? Okay, we all do. The left one's crazy, and again, the crazier they are. Okay, I'm objectifying women again. The crazier she could be, the better, the merrier, right? The right one looks a bit shy. You don't see her eyes, but she's smiling too. She's having a good time, and you gotta have that variety. You gotta have that standard one, the crazy one, the quiet one. You've got everything, okay? But are they better than the witch? Does quantity triumph over quality? I don't think so. I'm a man of quality. Above the archers. Above the archers, that's it. Okay? Dark Prince, his nose, man. His nose, he kind of gives off that Royal Recruits vibe, which I don't dig. I don't dig the Royal Recruits vibe, but then again, with the pony that he rides, I don't think that pony would collapse as quickly as the hog would. So, but I like the hog rider better. Okay, I like the hog rider better. Dark Prince, he's too stand up of a guy. He's not naughty enough. Yeah, above the barbarians. Why not? Why not? The poison spell. Poison is a crazy kink. Okay, food poisoning, getting sick. That's some extreme stuff. I'm not a big fan of it. Would you die from a poison? A musketeer wouldn't die from a wait. You gotta stay in the poison like the whole time for a musketeer to die, right? But a knight wouldn't die from poisoning. So I'd say maybe I would survive the poison. Yeah, I'd rather have poison than have an arrow in my heart. So that's good. Princess. Whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Princess. Oh boy. Okay, the only thing that's like is Princess underage. If she teenager or in her early 20s, okay? Some fans suggesting okay, Gemini. Okay. Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay. Hopefully, because no Supercell sends children to wars. 15? Whoa. Hey. Okay, if she's a teenager, then that's a no-go. Okay, that's a no-go. Patience is a virtue, okay? Patience is a virtue. Let's not get into that. Okay. Ice Wizard. Ooh, Ice Wizard. Ice Wizard's fun. He's charismatic as well. He's got the beard. He's a burly guy, I'd say, under the coat. Okay, you could do that with a coat, which is. I wouldn't comment on that. Oh, I feel like ice is better than fire. Okay, it's more comfortable. Wizard's a nice guy, charismatic guy, but I wouldn't want him to use his magic on me. Okay, again, different folks, different strokes, or however that expression goes. But I'm not a fire guy. Okay, and spirits are unwieldy, and again, it's a fire, so it's got to be an F. Would I get burned? Would I rather get burned or be poisoned? Uh, I'd say burning is better than poisoning in this context. Furnace has an opening where it's hot, and it's not just hot; it's scorching hot. Okay, and so it's not safe. Unlike the cannon, a cannon you could turn it off. The furnace, you turn it off, the furnace dies. Okay, and the weird thing about the furnace is that he's part clanker. I don't know if that's a he, but who knows? Yeah, it's part clanker, part human. I'm not a big fan of that. If I want to go into AI, if I want to get an AI girlfriend, let me get the full thing. Okay, like half and half. Oh, not a big fan. Not a big fan. Yeah, not a big fan. Here you go. Guards. Now guards, they give me more of a vigilant vibe. You wouldn't get excited to see guards, but they do the job. Okay, they do the job. It's kind of like a less kinky pump. Okay, so I don't know. I just get a vibe that makes guards better. A step above the skeletons. I don't know why. Maybe it's the appearance. We're all prisoners of our intuitions. Yeah, it's gotta be above D. Okay, it's bottom C tier. Minor. I love minor. Notice I can say the plural form. I love minor. Okay, don't take this out of context. It's all good. Uh, he's sneaky though. He drills into holes. He drills into openings so quickly, so ferociously. For that, he may not be as distinguished, as cultured, as posh as the Royal Giants nor the Knight, but he makes up for it in practicality, in veracity. He's gonna be in the A tier. I like the minor. Sparky. It's better not to piss her off. I feel like if you piss her off again, you just die. But then again, it's a quick death. It's not like Inferno Tower. It's not like poison. It's not death by a thousand cuts. It's a quick, swift end. And so, for that, I would say here. Okay, here. Okay, it's Sparky's here if you piss her off. Okay, because you die. F tier. But if you don't piss her off, if you don't, I know a lot of people who love tanks. Okay, like they play War Thunder. They leak, like I don't know, military secrets. They do a lot of things. So I would cater for those people. They deserve a voice. So let's put the Sparky here, okay? Just for those people. I hear you. I love you. Lava Hound. Lava Hound. Ooh, Lava Hound is it's again, it's a tough one. Would I rank Lava Hound above? Is Lava Hound sentient? I would say yes. I would say Lava Hound would be the age of consent, would be above. Because she has children, okay? When she explodes, she's bearing children. And unless some really, really fucked up shit happened beforehand, she has the ability to consent, okay? So, it's tough. It's tough. Would it be better than a golem? I feel like it would be better than a golem, okay? She's warm, okay? She's warm. What am I saying? Oh, what am I doing with my life? Ooh, ooh. Here, I guess. Okay. Ice Spirit. Ice Spirit is like a zap, you know, a little nick, a little bit of fun. I think an Ice Spirit is more fun than a zap. Okay, she's smiling. It's smiling. It's smiling. It's having a good time. It's sacrificing its life for your pleasure. That sounds so twisted and terrible. But such is the way of life. Bola. I feel like a bowler would be like a giant kind of experience, except you don't get the danger. Okay, you don't get the absolute derangeness of being between five guys, and you get the benefits of it. So here, that's where I would put it. Okay, again, you know, the benefits of being in a home and a safe space. That's important to me. A log. Oh. Log is like where you have to jump over it. It's like physical exercise. Okay, that's immensely kinky and very, very exotic. Okay, that's like some outlandish stuff. I'm not a big fan of that. You know, it gets too much sometimes. Okay, even for me, an open-minded guy, a log, I wouldn't get pleasure from fearing for my life not to get injured. So it's gotta be like a fire spirit level kind of thing. It's definitely better than a poison. Okay. Lumberjack, look at that. He's zesty. He's got his tongue out. Ooh, he's got his tongue out. He's zesty. I'd say. Ooh. He's prepared. He's got the rage spell. If you can't do the deed, he'll help you. That's gotta be an A tier. Okay, that's a prepared man. Nobody can like ridicule a prepared man. He doesn't look prepared, but he is, and he's zesty. What more do you want? Ice Golem. Ice Golem's kinky. Ooh, it's not too painful. Ooh, has more continuity than the Ice Spirit. Ooh, okay, I see you, Ice Golem. Ice Golem's gotta be more enjoyable than Ebola's more enjoyable. Okay. Yeah, let's put Ice Golem in between. Let's put him in between. Mega Minion. Gives me Dark Prince vibes. Okay, so I don't know the gender, but Dark Prince vibes. I'd rather have the Prince than have the Mega Minion. And I've used the Barbarian as the Barbarian is great, okay, but not to me, okay, not to me. Five guys is great, but not to me, okay? Inferno Dragon. Ooh. Now the thing is, you gotta kind of psychoanalyze this. Is Inferno Dragon the same age as Baby Dragon? Maybe Inferno Dragon's older because maybe it has more time to cultivate the heat. Yeah, I'd do it. So let's assume it's above the age of consent. Lava Hound or Inferno Dragon? Oh man, I'm ranking animals now. That's not good. Let's hope the Inferno Dragon is sentient. Let's hope so. Okay? That's all I gotta say, okay? I'm not gonna incriminate myself. Graveyard as a setting is... Ooh, it's so special. It excites you. Okay, but now, it's not a setting, though. It's like an aura, and then skeleton spawns. You have spectators. You have a lot of people watching you do it. Ooh, that's tough. Now, the world is wide. People love different things. I've said it over and over again. Ooh. It's gotta be better than just plain skeletons. But it's not as good as guards, okay? You need to invite somebody to the graveyard for the experience to be enjoyable. If it's just you alone in the graveyard, that's disrespectful, frankly, Like, that's disrespectful. Elite barbarians. Okay, okay. Elite barbarians. It is not as dirty as Five Guys. Two is a party. Okay, five is a crowd. I'd love two people. It's gotta be above the Bola. It's it's gotta be upper B. Okay, they're strong. They're damage dealing. They're tanky. They could take some hits. They could dish them out. You gotta respect that. Tornado. Okay, tornado's crazy. I don't know about tornadoes. Okay, it's better than freezing, I suppose. Okay, I don't know how you would when you would do it in a tornado. Clone spell. Oh, clone spell. Ooh, clone spell. Clone spell. I'm gonna put it in not applicable, but it's solely because of your own. Okay, what you're cloning. If you're cloning yourself, it depends on which tier you belong to. The clone is going to be 1 HP, so you need to be gentle with it. So maybe, like, let's say if I'm cloning the prince, then the cloned prince would be A tier. Okay, you gotta step down a level, but it really depends on which level you are, and therefore I can't rank it. Okay, it's not fair. Not applicable, okay? Electro Wizard! Electro Wizard's kinky. Ooh, he's a master of electricity, which, again, could be an instrument, could be a tool for enjoyment. Knight is a safe bet. Okay. I gotta balance the risk and reward. Okay, so yeah, I'll put him here. Ice Wizard, Electro Wizard, both very hot people. Goblin Gang. Goblin Gang would be the middle between goblins and spear goblins. Okay. It's better than the minions, I'd say. Okay, but it's just more of the same thing, and again, quantity to me, it's not a big deal. But if you like it, I'd say Goblin Gang could be a fun time. Dark Goblin. Well, he's got some poison. Now, would the poison enhance you or dampen you? That's the question. Wait, that's the Evo, right? Oh yeah, we gotta rank Evos too. Oh, my head is gonna explode. Oh no. Okay. I'd say, again, maybe too many goblins is a bad thing, and having just one goblin could be better. That's my verdict. Battle Ram. Oh, Battle Ram. Could you sit on top of the Battle Ram and they carry you around? Okay. Okay, Battle Ram, I see you. To win condition. It's gotta be near the Hog Rider. They're so similar, except you get the benefits of two men. You get the benefits of two men. Not as strong, not in terms of continuity, not as good as the Elite Barbarians, but I like the Battle Ram, and actually I've been doing this for a while. I need to take a break, okay? I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I just had my lunch, and I think you can tell I was running out of steam back then. Okay, let's get back to it. Executioner. Okay, Executioner, I think it kind of feels like a bowler, but a bit more like cultivated. I don't know. He's got weapons. He's got like a gimp mask on. Ooh, now I like that. I like a man who puts effort in his attire. But I'm not gonna lie though, it's not doing it for me. Like, again, it's a nose thing. It's like, it's fine to have a big nose, but like, when you cover up like all of your face and then just like leave this nose hanging out, I'm not a big fan. Alright. Yep, I'm not a big fan. I'm sure you can tell I just had my lunch. Okay. Bats. Now, bats. Look, man, bats look underage, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they look kind of underage. So, I'm not gonna comment on it, okay? I'm not gonna comment on bats. Let's just leave it there, okay? Like, if you really want to do bats, just do minions, okay? Minions. There's no need to get, all uppity with the law, okay? So, Heal Spirit. Heal Spirit is an interesting choice, I'd say. Heal Spirit, like, it kind of heals you. Again, with the Spirit, is like, at the snap of a finger, I can't do it with my left hand, but, it's gone. Okay, just whoop, and it's gone, but Heal Spirit kind of heals you. Okay, so from the context of today's video, it's not too helpful, but who doesn't want to be healthy? All right, like if you got cancer and a Heal Spirit hops on you, whoa, that's pretty useful, right? So let's say, okay, it's a upper C tier, okay, just from a health standpoint. Bandit, okay. Let's see. Okay, if somebody like finds my, huh? Oh, oh, 24. Wait. What? Okay. Okay, bros. Okay. Okay. Early 20s. Bandit is legal. Look, man. Yeah. I don't think Gemini may be wrong. Okay. Nearly 9 years old. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Okay. Look, man. I can't do it. I can't. Okay. Let's just leave it at that. Like that image like scarred me. Like this image right here. This is it, man. This just like turned my brain off. Okay, that's not good. That's not a good look. Night Witch. Now we're talking. Night Witch. The thing about Night Witch is that she's a bit like kind of slimmer, but like she's close and personal as well, because she's a melee troop, right? She spawns bats, which I'd say skeletons as servants would be more useful than bats, but look, man, Night Witch is a baddie, okay? But because of the comparison between the witch and the Night Witch, I just gotta put her in A, like high tier A. I can't help it, man. Like the lipstick on the original witch, that's what does it for me, okay? Damn. I'm sorry, okay, but sometimes you just gotta live and let live, So, Skeleton Barrel, it is not as enjoyable as a Goblin Barrel, okay? It is not as enjoyable. The Goblins, again, like skeletons are dry. They're dry, so it's gotta be kind of a Tombstone level. Yeah, I'd rather do the Expo than the Skeleton Barrel. I'm not gonna lie, okay? This is what it is. Flying Machine. Now, the thing is, the Flying Machine, you kind of think, oh, it's just another like generic inanimate object, but like it has a barrel. Okay, and the barrel's diameter is smaller than that of a cannon's. So with some gun oil and some recoil trigger control, could be a good time. Who knows? So let's put them here, okay? I don't really like the skeletons, and then like everything below the skeletons, I'm just not a big fan of. Okay, so let's put them here. Okay, let's put them here. Let's have a good time. Cannon cart. It's the exact same thing. Oh wait, I mean, the flying machine is in the air, but it's inconvenient to do it in the air, right? So I guess sure, I'll put him above the flying machine. Now, Mega Knight. Okay. Mega Knight, out of a personal feud, out of the number of Mega Knights I see in this game, I'm gonna put him in here, okay? I'd rather die. I'd rather be incinerated by an Inferno Tower than do it with a Mega Knight. Cause like this guy right here, look at him, look at those eyes. I'd rather go with the Golem than with a Mega Knight. Okay, that's how much I hate this hunk of junk. Terrible. What a terrible guy. Like, he's not gonna cater for you. He's not a gentleman. He's just, like that. And then, if you're a woman, of course, he's not gonna like you because he prefers men. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's that, he's not inclusive. He's not like a gentleman. He just charges straight at things, and I'm not a big fan of that. You can't be a lover like that. Zapperinos. Zappies are like the Electro Wizard without. the personality. So here, I suppose. Yeah, it's very similar to that of a Tesla. It's just a moving Tesla, right? So yeah, I'd say humans are still better than clankers, despite all of what I've said. Barbarian barrel. Um, Barbarian barrel doesn't look very spacious, but that could be a pro. That could be an upside. You could get really, really close and personal with one barbarian, which is very manageable. I like that. I like that. Let's put him around here. Yeah. Again, the barrels. Oh, you're spinning around. You're in this barrel with the barbarian. It's close and personal. Hunter. Um, I Hunter looks like a stern kind of father figure kind of thing, and father figures in Smash or Pass. Ooh, it's a nice can of worms that I do want to get into. Um, but he does look kind of he does have that creepy uncle vibe. On the other hand, which I guess some people might dig, but I guess right around here, yeah, definitely more preferable than the bowler, but the cards above do triumph over him. Royal Ghost. Oh, a ghost now. Okay. Now, what could you do if the ghost is able to be invisible, though? Like, yeah, of course, he's an old guy, okay, but he has special abilities. He could get invisible. Does that negate the passing of time? That's a good question. I gotta think a little on this. This is a complicated one. Royal goes now. I again, I don't want to discriminate based on age, but you have to draw a line, right? So I suppose it'll. Dude, if graveyard's on C, I'll I'll do this. Okay, I'll do this. Okay, old people. You still need to respect old people. They all have their needs as well, just like us. And there's that magic archer. Now, this is a dashing mofo right here. This is a dashing guy. Now, he reminds me of Geralt, actually. Like, he doesn't look too old, but still has white hair. Magic archer. He's a nice guy. I think so. But he doesn't have like on the A tiers, they all have that kind of, they're either like really good or they have some like edge to them, like the lumberjack is well prepared, miner is like drilling around any kind of opening he finds. So I guess just bottom A would suit magic archer, I'd say. Now rascals, look man, the rascal girls are literally blowing bubblegum here, okay? Supercell is sending these children to war, and I'm not a big fan of that. So let's just put him here. The rascal boy, he's kind of boy, okay? So let's leave him there, okay? Let's leave him there. Snowball's fun, okay? Snowball's fun, but that's kind of it. Again, it's kind of like the spirits. It's like boom, it's gone. But I suppose it's better than the ice spirit. It's a bit more sizable, right? Royal recruits. Royal recruits out of another personal feud. It's gotta be like F tier. Like this is a terrible way. Okay, they're all like in some shitty wooden armor. They're all shielded up. You don't see them. It's just their noses protruding out. It's not gonna be a fun time, and there's just too many of them. 7 of them. How could you take on 7 guys, man? Like, I don't know how you could take on 7 guys. It's too much. And anybody who plays this card in the game, like, I mean, come on, man. Don't play this game. Okay, go play something else. Hello Kitty Adventures. Probably better game for you. Royal Hogs. Are Royal Hogs sentient? That's the question. Dude, they're hogs, okay? They're not sentient, okay? Let's respect them, okay? Goblin Giant Torino. Oh, he's zesty. He's got his tongue out. Okay, he wants it. Who else has their tongue out? Not a lot of people. Goblins. And I feel like it'll be a fun time. It'll be a fun time. You've got more spirit goblins having fun back there, watching. Let's put him here. Why not? He like the goblin giant looks silly. Okay, he looks gentle too, because it doesn't give me the vibe that he would just murder people. Okay, Electro Dragon, Electro Dragon. It's the Electro Wizard without the charisma, without the fact that they're human. Um. Ooh. Ooh, it's tough. Ooh. Oh, I can't get behind. Why did I rank the Infernal Dragon here? Why would I rank dragons? Okay, let's say the Electro Dragon is sentient. Okay, so if it were sentient, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather get a little zap than getting incinerated, okay? Ram Rider, okay. The ram again has their tongue out. A lot of characters in this game have their tongue out. Um, Ram Rider. I'd say kind of a Hog Rider like equivalent. It's kind of like a, she's just kind of like a gender bent Hog Rider. So since I'm straight, let's put her above the Hog Rider. Okay, conceptually they're not too different. It's like the Dark Prince and the Prince. You know, their attire is kind of different. Hog Rider, Ram Rider, kind of the same thing. You know, apart from game mechanics. So let's do that. Wall breakers. It's just a bomber. You know, a bomber, but like a bit more suicidal. So I guess that puts him beneath them. Okay, I do the P.E.K.K.A. more than the wall breakers. Earthquake. Earthquake. Now, when you're talking about earthquake, you gotta think about the vibration. So vibration is it's a good way to titillate the senses, right? So, I suppose, sure, okay, sure, I'll do an earthquake. It's not extremely life threatening. So, I mean, I suppose it's a small earthquake. So, it's so tough. I guess here. Okay, why not? Goblin cage. Ooh, okay, goblin cage. Look, man, you get in the cage, you have a good time with them. That's a date right there already. But I do prefer barbarians or the spear goblins over this goblin. So I'm sorry, pal. It's just a personal preference. Don't take it too seriously. Fisherman with a grapple. You could do so many things with a grapple. You know, in the bedroom. Whoa, that's that's some uniqueness right there. With that uniqueness, I gotta I gotta put him like here, right? He's not as charismatic as the wizards, but come on. He's a fisherman. He's smiling. He's having a good time. He'll take care of you. Alexa Gold. Ooh, okay. We're getting some slimy action over here. Okay. Alexa Golem. Ooh, that's a fun one. Now since like it's doing everything a slime can do, right? And you can do so many things with a slime. You could morph into so many things. I gotta put him upper, man. I gotta put him upper. Like, okay, I can't put him on A, but like, oh, it's a fun time, man. Like you can't deny that. It would be a fun time. Battle healer, obviously, it's going straight to the yes. Okay, so she is not as strong and independent as the Valkyrie, so I'll put her below that. But there's no explanation required. Okay, you feel good, not only in the sense of gratification. Again, it's the health factor. You get more healthy doing it. So it's a bargain, isn't it? Firecracker, we're cracking this one, baby. We're cracking this one. I'd say she's better than the archers. Okay, she looks like similar, but like in the game, the firecracker is like bigger than the archers. So um, that's what I like. Okay, it's hard to explain. Okay, it's just personal preference. These like S tier cards, there's no debate even. Okay, there's no debate. I think we can all agree. Royal delivery. It's falling from the sky. It's kind of like the Mega Knight all over again. Just a boring card. I'm not gonna lie, it's just a boring card. I guess if you're really desperate, you really could do it, right? So why not? Yeah, sure, here. The Skeleton Dragons, is that the name? I think so. Skeleton Dragons. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. Again, just dry, burns you a little. Nothing good can come from that. Electro Spirit, it's the same as the other spirits, but I guess an Electro Shock would be more fun than freezing, so I'll put him in C. Electro Giante, oh, okay. Okay, Electro Giante, okay. That's a fun one, that's a fun one. He's got, ooh, you really gotta be able to take some hits though. You gotta take the shocks, but if you could take it, ooh. Look at that. He's smart. He's caring, probably. He's gentle. He only hits buildings. He won't hit you. A. I gotta say that's an A tier. Okay, so Mother Witch, again, I hate ageism. You shouldn't evaluate somebody based on age alone, but you gotta draw the line at some point, right? At some point, it's elder abuse. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? You gotta knit your sweaters, scarves. You could read your books. I'm not going in, man. I'm sorry. Goblin Drill Arena. Now that is not kinky. Okay, that's just basically pain. So that's. But if you're in the drill with the goblins, okay, so in the drill, but the goblins, they're not like born there, unlike the spear goblin hut. So I suppose it'll be. I suppose it'll be here. Okay, I don't have a big affinity for goblins. Golden Knight, he's literally dashing. Okay, the Prince has it because he's the OG, but the Golden Knight is dashing, like literally, figuratively, in every way possible. He's got that jaw. He's got that determined eyebrow, like forehead. Ooh, it's hot. Archer Queen. There's no debate for Archer Queen. Okay, come on. Archer Queen is gonna be better than the Three Musketeers because, again, I'm a man of quality over quantity. Okay, so Archer Queen, I think she's barefooted, right? Is she? Okay, maybe let's not look it up. Okay, if I look it up, I'm gonna get sidetracked again. I'm not gonna be able to finish this video. I'll be finishing something else. So let's just leave her be. Okay, let's just get my mind off of her. Let's move on. Okay, I'm giving the point to the witch though, because again, of the goth vibes, we gotta hand it to her. Skeleton King, the King of Skeletons, which doesn't say all that much, but why not? Okay, why not? Maybe here, yeah, because I'm not. Yeah, I feel like skeletons cannot go above C. Okay, that's my deal. Mighty Minero. Okay, he's giving some hunter vibes, but since he can drill a bit, he could like go around. He's like big burly. He could pick you up and stuff like that. I'd say he's better than the hunter a little. I mean, better than goblins. Probably here. Yeah. Phoenix is it's quite the card. Since the Phoenix can lay eggs, right? That's why I would consider it above the age of consent. So, that's hard. That's tough. I'll put him here, okay? I'll put him here just for consistency. I'm not. Animals is where I draw the line, okay? I just can't do it. Like, in a perfect world, I would drag all of these three to NA, but if I do that, the video wouldn't be interesting, right? Monk. A monk is about restraint, right? Like, the last person you want to do it to is a monk. You're like kind of interrupting their meditation, their zen. So let's not do it. Little Prince. Okay, again, little. Okay, we're not doing this. Void spell. Void spell is just kind of a big poison, isn't it? It's just you die. Let's put him here, okay? Goblin Demolisher. Got too many bombs, man. It's too dangerous. It's not good. Put him here, okay? Here. Here. Yeah. Curse doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything at all. But it's not painful. And you're not gonna die from it, right? So, sure. Sure. How do you even call this guy? Goblin Machine! Yeah, Goblin Machine. Half clanker, half human. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. Here. Ooh, a suspicious bush. Okay, you're doing it in a bush now. Okay, I see you. A bush can be romantic. Can be very, very dirty, but very, very exciting. Very thrilling. Okay, so it's better than the graveyard from the settings standpoint. So I suppose here, yeah. Goblinstein. Two people, one big guy, one smart guy. I don't like the card. I'm sorry, man. Again, it's prejudice. I hate facing it. Like anybody with a deck with the Goblinstein is just weird. Okay. Rune Giant. Now, I don't want to judge people based on looks. Okay. She seems like a nice gal. Okay. And since I'm straight, I'm gonna put her above the giant. Okay. Feel like she could be a good type. She could pick you up, throw you around. It'll be fun. This goes without explanation, right? Boss Bandit. Boss Bandit is a baddie, okay, but I feel like she could really beat you up. She could really fuck you up. I'm not gonna lie. So, if that's the case, domestic abuse, that's at some point taken off. Okay, so I guess here, okay, and she's of course very determined, but a bit too determined. Okay, I would be fearing for my life if I saw her. So let's just put her in A. Okay, I don't want to piss her off. Oh, the Empress. Okay, so if we rank this, let's not rank the dragon form. The Empress is good. She's like the battle healer type of thing, but without the health benefit. So here you go. Okay, I like the Night Witch better because of the vibes. Spirit Empress, she feels a little too, too upright. She's too honest of a person. You gotta get a little bad, right? Vines. Oh, have you seen the art for Vines? The Vines is like trapping a firecracker down. Vines is it's a kinky spell. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be a fun one. It's the only A spell here, I think. This is a fun spell. Okay, this is a nice spell. Goes without saying. Cannoneer, no. I guess he's like a human form of bomber, right? So, if that's the case, I suppose here, because he's a human? Yeah, sure. Dagger Duchess. No specific canonically defined age. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Now, there's no information on that, so I'm not gonna comment. Okay, let's refrain from saying anything. Let's not incriminate ourselves here. Finally, you've got the world chef. Okay, now the deed may not be amazing, but like he can cook for you. He's gonna take care of you, and who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that, right? I'll put him here, okay? Because there's more to the life than smashing, right? And that's gonna be it. That is going to be my final tier list. Everything below it's just repeats or one-off things. Yep, the first one it has got to be the witch. Okay, like there's no competition. Okay, she's got the style, the looks, the age, the charisma, the magic, everything. She's got everything. The bottom we've got Royal Recruits. I hate the Royal Recruits. Who doesn't, right? Who doesn't? I hate players who use the Royal Recruits. And Yep, that is an amazing way to spend my time and yours, and thank you for watching. What am I doing with my life?